Hi there. I just started recording. Welcome. Hi, this is the Champions Before and After School program. I'm Erica,
Hi.
one of the leaders, and I have Sherry Paquette, one of the other leaders on the call here. Good to see all of you. We'll start by, I'll just let folks join for a few minutes here, and we want to just give you an overview of the program. And then we'll open it up to questions. We are happy to answer any questions you have. So, okay with you, it's just a little early, so we'll give it just about another minute or two for some more folks to join before we kind of go through the Champions program overview.
Will be long.
No, it won't be very long.
Good to see everyone on this Saturday.
Yeah, this one's like,
And these are all kindergartners I'm seeing almost, huh? Are you so excited about kindergarten? We have a big school year coming up, boys and girls, a big school year. Welcome, Diana.
Hi.
Diana is one of our site
Hi, Diana.
directors.
Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? It's okay, he's a little shy. That's okay.
Joining. Yes, Diana is one of our site directors there in Shaker Heights. So she's joining us as well, can tell us a little bit about Champions and help answer questions as well. So, but we'll go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Erica and we have Sherry on. You want to just wave there, Sherry? We're leaders that help support the programs and the school district there. For Shaker Heights, and then Diana, she's one of our directors who works actually at Fernway, our Fernway elementary site director. So she wanted to come on and support this as well and just see you all. And hi, Keith, big shout out to you as well. So it's good to see so many faces, and gosh, the thought of next school year, hopefully, we feel a little bit more at ease, a little bit more sense of normalcy as we look into next school year, but just so exciting for us to think ahead into the fall, welcoming all of these kindergartners. And it is so good to see some of them there on the camera. And I'm sure you've gotten to see maybe your building principal, and maybe perhaps even meet one of your teachers. But we're going to tell you just a little bit about the Champions Before and After School program. So what we do is we have our program right there housed in your school, whether you're at Boulevard or Fernway or Onaway, Woodbury, we serve your students right there at the school. And the Before School program begins at 7 a.m. So we open our doors at 7 a.m. You come right in. We're usually in like the cafeteria gym. We may be changing a few spaces as we look into next school year, just not certain how the building operations may change a little bit, perhaps post-COVID or what that will look like. But at many of the schools, we operate in the cafeteria or the gym. So it's usually a shared space. And then, of course, in the Before School program, we just continue until the child's school start time. And so then we just help them down to their classroom, especially for the kindergartners, really making sure they get to their classroom okay and know where to go and how to get there. We definitely have a few teachers to support that, as well as I know their classroom teacher will be supporting that as well. And then after the school day, we start at end of the school day, whether that's 2 o'clock or closer to 3 o'clock at Woodbury. And then our program is open in some of the schools until 6:30. Some of the other schools were only open until 6 p.m. Perhaps for next school year, we may be looking to end all of our programs and all of the schools at 6 p.m. So I will tell you this today. The earliest we will close is 6 p.m. We may even be open slightly longer, depending on how that looks with we're still working through some of our licensing kinks. All of our programs are licensed by the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services. So we're just working through some building operational things to define that. But I will tell you our tuition schedule. So when you enroll online, all enrollment is done through our website at Discover Champions with an S, discoverchampions.com. So you'll go to that website. You'll see where it says create an account. You would create your account, and that's how you enroll your child. So all enrollment is done online. You fill all of the information out, and when you fully submit your enrollment, and then you would get that email saying that it's been submitted, we've received your enrollment and so on, then you know it is final and your child is enrolled in the program. You'll see that you can select your program of choice. Do you want before school program, after school program only, or both? You can select which program you're interested in, and then you can select your schedule, your child's schedule. Will your child attend Mondays and Fridays only Wednesdays? Do you want your child attending every day? So then you can select your schedule. I will tell you our tuition, the way the tuition rate and schedule is set up in Shaker Heights, it is one weekly tuition rate for the entire week. So there's a rate for before school, and it's whether your child comes 1 day or 5 days, it's the same rate. $46.50. So it's $46.50 for before school. Again, 1 to 5 days, it's the same. After school is a separate tuition rate, and it's $57 for the week. $57. And again, it's the same.
No, he's about to get in the car.
Whether your child comes 1 day or 5 days, that tuition rate will be the same. And the children participate in engaging, enriching activities during the program. We have bi-weekly themes that our director and our teachers plan for, and then they create and plan for and implement activities around that theme that really support executive function skills, as well as your core content areas, right? Literacy, math, science. But those executive function skills relative to leadership and problem solving and creativity and critical thinking. And so they get to participate in project-based learning, these long-term projects, and these many student-led clubs based on the children's interests. And they get to participate in our 5 interest areas to really engage in these activities and in these small groups. And with some of these activities. And then in the interest areas, we have these other materials and equipment and things like that for them that they can also utilize. As well, we have a morning snack. We have an afternoon snack. It's often the children's favorite part of the program. And then some gross motor time, whether it's indoors in the gym, or maybe it's some yoga there in the program, some fun stretches, a little bit of music and some mini dancing kind of opportunities. But then we'd like to get outdoors as much as possible to utilize, of course, the playground and get some time outdoors. So, in Cleveland, we know the winters can be a little harsh, but when the weather allows us, we do like to get outside as much as possible. So that's just a little mini overview of the program. We do have currently, I'll tell you, we have additional health and safety protocols in place. Of course, all of our teachers, our staff members are wearing a mask. The children wear masks. We take temperatures upon entry. We have many additional sanitizing and cleaning practices that we implement daily. All of these kinds of additional measures, and we'll continue to revisit how this looks as we kind of move into the fall and things. But we certainly will continue to partner with our health and safety team, the school district, your school administration and personnel, and of course the CDC, and all of the precautions we need to take, of course, ensuring that your child also stay safe and healthy in that way as well. So, Sherry, anything just real briefly you want to add to that overview? We talked about going to the website. You'll also find on the website once you go to the website, you can then just learn information about your particular school by locating your school, typing in the zip code, locating your school, clicking on your school, and you'll find your school's contact information for that particular director, email address, the specific hours of operation for your school. So you'll see that as well. But before we open it up to questions for the last 7-8 minutes, Sherry, anything you want to add just as a brief overview?
No, I did want to mention one thing. You did a lovely job explaining, so I hope that everybody enjoyed that small presentation. I did want to let you know, if you go in to enroll right now, I believe the start date is September the 8th, and that is incorrect. I am working to get that fixed on the website, so know that we will be there the first day of school. We are not starting in September. The program will start on the first day of school.
Yeah, that's an excellent call out, Sherry. Yes, we start the very first day of school and we end on the very last day of school. We are, this school year, we were closed during winter break and spring break. But of course, we will, discuss with the Shaker Heights administration, is that something we look to be open for full day programming during those camps? We don't know the answer to that today, but that's just our experience from this school year. So what questions do you have? What can we answer for you?
I have a quick question. So my daughter is in 3rd grade and she's looking forward to walking home next year. And so my son was going to walk home with her. He's an incoming kindergartner. If we were to do aftercare on, like, let's say 2 days a week or 3 days a week, are they allowed to leave then and walk home by themselves, or would those days we'd have to pick up?
You would need to pick up, yes. There does need to be an adult that signs the children out of the program and just to ensure they, get home safe. I assume you live very close, huh?
I basically can see the school. Do you separate the kids when they play? Are they like by age? Is it like the kindergarten won't see the third?
Yeah, that's another great question. We handle that several different ways. I'll tell you, it really kind of depends on, well, gosh, do we have 5 children in the program or do we have more like 20? What we do like to do is separate what we call the juniors or the littles, and then the seniors or the bigs. So we'll have maybe the kindergartners and 1st graders in one group, and then perhaps the 2nd and up in another group, and so it just, really depends on the dynamics of the students that are enrolled and what that kind of looks like. And sometimes the morning programs are just such smaller groups that it's a little different and the children kind of come in, trickle in slowly. And so maybe the after school is more grouped. But I will tell you, the older students really do love mentoring the younger students and kind of helping them with things. And we have this program called the Junior Counselor Program, where some of these older students, when I say older, like 2nd, 3rd grade, even 4th grade, they fill out this application to be a junior counselor. They get to wear this badge and they have some leadership roles in the program. And so they enjoy taking on some of those additional responsibilities and things like that as well. But yes, the teachers do a nice job really ensuring those very young children stay very safe and feel comfortable, and the older are engaged in a little different way. Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
What other questions?
Erica, we did have one in chat about whether or not we were open on this when the school is closed for in-service days. And again, with this breaks, we are working with the district on that, and we'll have that information out to you as soon as possible. And then another one just came up. Is there a concern of this program filling up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's another great question. Our advice, and we get that asked from every school district, everywhere, our advice would be, if you're considering about having your child possibly attend, or you're thinking so, go ahead and enroll and reserve your place, because we don't know how the pandemic is going to look. So we don't know as far as spacing and where the capacity will be set. In normal times, we'd say we feel pretty confident that we could serve all students, but space could also be limited. So I would say don't hesitate. Enrollment is open right now. You can go ahead and enroll and reserve your place. Mm-hmm. We are getting a lot of interest. I'll tell you, we're getting a lot of calls and emails. So I'm feeling pretty confident about the interest out there. So yes, reserve your spot.
I had a question off of that. It seems like they haven't set the school hours yet. So depending what it is, we'll either need before or after care, but it's depending on the hours. So just wondering, should we sign up for both? And then if we don't need one, what's the cancellation policy? Would you suggest signing up for both before and after care? And then once everything gets firmed up, would we have time to switch that?
Absolutely. Again, my advice would be to go ahead and enroll in both. And then, yes, you certainly can make any changes to your schedule. You could then disenroll from the after school or just the before school. If you selected all days, say you went and enrolled today and you selected all days, then you could change which days you actually want as you get closer. So then when the district does make that announcement in hours and you decide, go right back into your account and make those changes. But they certainly can be made even up to the week or so before school starts. So no immediate rush there.
I think there were 2 more questions in chat. Oh, Sherry just answered it. Okay.
Thank you, Diana. Yeah. It looks like one was around a multi-child discount. Yes, we have a military discount, 10%. Great questions. Oh, Sherry, come off mute, Sherry. I'm sorry, you just went right back on. There we go.
Sorry. I'm putting in the website in chat as we speak.
Thank you.
I have a question. So we're doing a lot of working from home now, which with vaccines could potentially change, whether towards the end of the year or the beginning of the next year. Do you have flexibility for kids to come in mid-school year if they would need the care, but don't necessarily need it now?
Absolutely. Enrollment is open anytime throughout the school year. You could enroll the second to last day of the school year and attend the last day of the school year. So you can, enrollment is open all school year. You can certainly, when the time is right for you, you can join. So yeah, absolutely. And same with like if you enrolled in after school and your child was just attending after, and then down the road you needed to add before, you could do that as well. We have just a minute left. Any final question? We are so grateful for your time this afternoon on a busy Saturday, and we are just so eager to get to meet you. I know it'll be some time before we get to meet, and these experiences are virtually, so they're a little difficult for the children, but we just can't wait to meet your child or your children, welcome you into 21-22 school year. When it does come, we will be ready for you and ready to welcome your family into Champions. So thank you for choosing Champions. Go on to the website, discoverchampions.com, and enroll and reach out as you have questions, anything we can do to help you along the way. Okay. Okay. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Thanks so much for fun. Okay, bye.